All right, so we have a real world problem that we're going to use our two-step equations for us to solve. And so they give us this story. It says the plans for a school vegetable garden shaped like a trapezoid are shown. The area of the garden is 132.5 square feet. A border is planned around the perimeter of the garden. How many feet of material are needed for the border? The formula for the area of a trapezoid is base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2 times the height, where base 1 and base 2 represent the parallel sides. All right, so we know that we're trying to find the amount of material that's needed. And in order for us to do that, what we're going to need is our perimeter. Our perimeter is going to be equal to the two bases, so base 1 plus base 2. And then we'll need the two legs, right? So we need base 1, base 2. I'm sorry, base 1, and this is base 2. And then we need our two legs. So we're going to say our height, and then our other leg is going to be the 10.1, right? So we've got our 10.1 here, okay? And so let me just say H1 and H2. How about that? Height, and then I'll just say leg. Okay. All right. So those are the four sides. We need to know all of that to figure out how much material we need. But first, let's figure out, because we're missing a piece from the trapezoid. When I teach about trapezoids, I teach it where we add the bases, multiply by the height, and then divide it by 2. All right. And we're looking at it kind of similar to how you did when you were talking about rectangles and triangles, right? So I taught it as base times height divided by 2. So we do the same thing when we're talking about our trapezoid. It is a form of a rectangle. So we just add those two bases, multiply by the height, and then cut it in half, okay, in order for you to get a trapezoid. All right, so what do we have? We have our area is equal to 132.5. And before I get started, let me say the way that I solve it is just one way for you to solve this. In fact, in creating this video, I actually solved it using 3 different methods. It may even be some other ways that you can solve it. But as long as you arrive with the same answer for our perimeter, we know that we have the right amount, then you should be good. All right, so our area for this problem is going to be 132.5. So 132.5, that is going to be equal to our base 1. Base 1 is 12.5 plus base 2. Base 2 is going to be base 2. We don't know that. We're going to multiply that by the height, which is 10, and then we're going to divide that by 2. Okay. All right, now in our previous videos, I know that I showed you to go on and first take care of the distributive property if you see a parentheses and there's a number outside of it. But actually, I'm not going to do that because I have a fraction. And if I look at my fractions, I see that I can cross cancel. So I'm going to try to simplify that way to get rid of this denominator. So in other words, I'm looking at this as like 10 divided by 2. Okay, so 10 divided by 2 gives me 5. So I can cross cancel this. My numerator now becomes a 5. Okay, so what we end up with is going to be 132.5. And I'm going to just use the commutative property and move my 5 to the other side, right? Just because I'm so used to seeing it before the parentheses. So that is the same thing as saying 5 times 12.5 plus base 2. Okay. And so is our variable isolated? It's not. Remember, again, you can use a distributive property, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to first, I don't see, I'm still working my way up through PEMDAS in reverse order. I don't see any addition or subtraction, but I do see multiplication and division. So I am going to use the opposite of multiplication and divide both sides by 5. Now, when you do that, remember, if you're multiplying or dividing, you need your result to be equal to 1, right? So we have 132.5 divided by 5, and that gives me, let's see, 132.5 divided by 5 is equal to 26.5. So we have 26.5. And then that is going to be equal to 5 divided by 5, cancels out. And now we're left with 12.5 plus b, the base of 2. Okay, and I don't need the parentheses because there's nothing else happening. We took care of the multiple of 5 that was outside of the parentheses. So this is fine, just like this. Okay, now is the variable isolated? No, it's not. Okay, what's stopping it from being by itself? I see that we're adding 12.5. So I need to just undo that by subtracting 12.5 from both sides. Okay, and remember, if you're doing that, we need the side that we're adding or subtracting to become 0, the side that has the variable. Okay, so we have 26.5 minus 12.5. That gives me 14. And that is going to be equal to 12.5 minus 12.5 cancels out, and we're left with the result for base 2. So base 2 is going to be equal to 14. Now, what is the answer in terms of how much material is needed? Remember, we're just looking for the perimeter. So now we have all information for us to figure that out. So base 1, the perimeter, or I'm going to call it material, right? So our perimeter is going to provide us with the material that is needed. Okay, so I'm just going to say the perimeter is equal to base 1, which is 12.5, plus base 2. Base 2 is 14. And then we're going to add the height. The height is 10. And then we're going to add our leg. Our other leg over here is 10.1. So we're just adding all of those together. And when we add those up, we have 12.5 plus 14 plus 10 plus 10.1. All right. So our answer is going to be 46.6 feet of material. P is equal to 46.6 feet of material. Okay, and just remember, this is one of multiple ways that you can solve for this problem. As long as you come out with 46.6, you are on the right track.